I'm Anna, I live in Luton and I care for my son. I was recently asked to give some information about myself using 3 bullet points: experiences growing up, motivations, and what inspired me. These are my answers, which I would like to follow with a poem written by my son while he was very ill and written to find out if he was going to be granted funding to be sent to a specialist hospital. Experiences growing up. My parents separated many times when I was young. They even married and divorced each other twice. It was an unhappy home, but my brother has been married for 57 years, and although this is my second marriage, I've been married for nearly 47 years. Obviously, an unhappy childhood doesn't necessarily mean you will be unhappy for the rest of your life. Motivations. The greatest motivation I have is the fact that my son's illness was misdiagnosed for about 16 years. I'm passionate in my belief that service users should be treated with respect and, more importantly, understanding. Once the NHS understands that many service users know more about their illness than the professionals, we may have several service users being treated more appropriately rather than just being doled out medication. After all, service users are speaking from experience, not a textbook. What inspired me? Definitely my son. He has suffered greatly for more than 20 years, but he still keeps trying to lead a worthwhile life. How he has managed to stay as sane as he has during his illness for so long, I have no idea. Could I have tolerated his life? I'm not too sure about that. The fight. The NHS doesn't want you. You feel you are a bind. All you want is advice and understanding. At least they could be kind. Disabled? You must be joking. Labelled second class at best. No one believes your head can be broken. You look too well to fail the test. Lazy, the holds all call you. They see no work that you have done. No one understands the desire in you. They prefer to label you a bum. The mountain of money the government gives you to buy fags, beer and Sky TV turns out to be a pittance I'd swap for a worker's wage, happily. You think that life is easy, sitting home the lifelong day. Try and imagine the loneliness. It's a high price to have to pay. I am stared at with bemused wonder by people all around as I twitch and count my rituals out and dance my feet across the ground. Some days I want to end it, be free my cage and chains. Now I take the chance of living, to be free once again. Yet my life is not all horror. I have my family, friends and pets. They love and support me. This I never will forget. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anna, for sharing the story and the poem. So welcome everybody to the co-production session. Can I just make sure that you're all in the right place? You're not supposed to be in the World Cafe. And we will start. So my name is Camilla, I'm the Peak Participation Lead for Bedford Borough, and this is a team of service users and carers who have been working for the past 9 months to develop this session and co-produce it all together. And everyone will introduce themselves as they come on the stage, so you will know who is who. So as I said, we will look at sort of what, we will be thinking about co-production, what it means, and how it comes out in reality. So I have been trying to find, because co-production is one of the buzzwords. We all said you have to do co-production. Are you doing co-production? and what does it actually mean. So as I have been trying to find a definition, I found one that's very tricky for me to pronounce being foreign, so I will give it a go and see how we go. So I found that co-production is a way for participants with different expertise to work together collaboratively. So as we know, the definition is very clear, but I think it can also be described as a sort of set of values and principles that should guide us, that should be based on equality and respect, and where the knowledge and expertise of everyone is shared and valued. But I think above all, co-production is also about power. It's a different way of working where the usual distribution of power is challenged and we all move towards more equality in relation to power. And to guide this session, we have used something you hopefully all have heard of, called the ladder of participation. So you might have already seen that we have got 2 ladders here, which we will be using to play a game. So I will invite Satwinder and Tim on the stage and they can tell you the rules.
So the second example is, the arts therapies video was a video involving service users who had taken part in one or more of the arts therapies, talking about their experience of the therapies and what they got out of it. The 4 therapies included dance and movement, music, art and drama. Service users were asked for their views on the concept, and service users did not have any input in the format, style and length of the video. They were told what the format would be, and their role was simply to relate their experience and be involved in doing a short demonstration of what was involved in each of the therapies. The video was then edited and put together by staff.
I was asked to source the opinion of service users and their well-being as well. The information was collected by me via a survey and was passed forward to my operational lead and nurse manager, Derek Miller, who's in the audience this afternoon. Great man. I enjoyed being part of this because it helped me to showcase some of my mental health skills, which is pretty useful if you know me. I found that other service users enjoyed the idea that they can be questioned and able to voice their opinions about the service being provided at Vivian Cohen House. This gave me a lot of confidence by using the right tones to deal with people. People felt obliged to talk to you. And you know, it's just nice to be able to deal with service users, especially those with impaired situations, and just sit with them and just sort of coax them a little bit and just get them to feel confident about something that they are very good at and very knowledgeable of.
And we took a pamphlet and wrote we took it to the Working Together group, and they had it all worded so it was easy for us to understand, the people who actually knew it, without all the jargon that nurses and all that put in all the time, and doctors. Which leads to the next point is all them people I've mentioned. We in the people participation, we're also trained to do interview panels, so we can sit and interview nurses, doctors, and all that. And I'll sit on panels. I've district nurses, to telehealth, you name it, I've done them all. But the much important one, because I'm type 2 diabetes, I've done diabetes nurses, and we was asked to bring our own questions in. So I brought some questions in, with the help of my sister-in-law, who was a district nurse for years, and a lecturer as well, so like she helped me write them all out. Now these questions are part of the interview panel. They do get asked.
And I work with the good participation in the Working Together group. I'm a peer tutor and I'm also a public governor for Bedford, which keeps me out of any mischief that I thought I should be in. The project that I was involved with was a really very long-winded one. It was about the CPA, the care programme approach, documentation, and how it should be renewed and so as to work on the Rio system. A long time ago, before Bedford was part of the ELFT family, they started focus groups and discussions on what service users and members of staff all thought recovery was, and then how this could be documented in a good and useful way, and that was useful to staff and the service users. So after quite some time, they drew up some suggestions, and it went back to the staff, senior staff and the IT staff to produce said document. Which again took some time. But anyway, it was produced, and there were some pilot schemes run, all the different specialisms within mental health, and including learning disabilities, which people said that could never happen in people's own homes. It's a success, and so then there was a call to all the areas of the trust to provide people to do the training for the staff. And this was to be by service users. And a number of service users went to a meeting in headquarters and talked with the staff on full subjects to prove that they could actually teach. And yet them all sing. And then we had a good 2 days of training in London altogether, working with the clinicians and people from IT and a number of service users. And we all learned about recovery, what it really was, really wasn't, and how to use these forms. And these forms were called Your CPA. Not the clinician CPA, but the service user CPA. So we were then divided into small groups with a clinician, an IT bod, and a service user in each, and we went around a huge amount of the trust and managed to successfully train 2,000 people in 6 months. So then, those of us from Bedford who are service users thought, well, it's all very well training the staff, but what about the service users themselves? So through the Recovery College, we delivered a course which is meant to be for service users, but in fact we trained all sorts of people. There were some actual staff on there, and there were people from the allied professions like psychologists and speech therapists and occupational therapists, and people from the local authority, and they all took part in this and learned how we are going to use this new system.
Experience 2 was consultation, because service users were involved to a certain degree. They were asked for their thoughts on the concepts of the video. They were asked if they wanted to be involved in the actual making of the video. It was explained to them how the video would be set out and what their part would be.
Experience 3 was more consultation, getting people to engage service users from any levels to be able to talk, feel and express themselves in a manner that suits all round. And that is very, very important to help them move up the ladder.
Well, apparently my one come under participation. Would be a right. Which is...
We had it a bit higher.
Yeah. I thought it should come in between participation and consulting. Because you're consulting with lots of other people, but you're participating with lots of people as well. But there you go.
Thank you very much. So as you have seen, there are various ways of engagement and working together with experts by experience, staff, wider public, carers and other organisations, and we have shared some of the experiences with you. But I think what we hopefully hope that you have taken from this session is that we should really celebrate diversity and value everyone's input into everything we do, be it staff and all service users. And also, not all engagement with, when we work together should be called co-production. We need to be honest that not everything we do it right, but it's sort of, we're moving all in the right direction towards co-production. And everyone adds value to everything we do. And I will hand over back to Satwinder, who will close the session.
Thank you. And just what I wanted to mention as well about our concept of this ladder being a horizontal ladder, because obviously climbing a ladder can be quite scary, risks of falling off, but we've laid it out in terms of it can still be a bridge and you can move along the rungs, and there's value in a lot of these different steps here. So we've represented that to try and kind of make it less intimidating.
I think this journey definitely are 9 months, and especially coming together today, the way everybody's presented and things like that, has definitely co-production. And well, just to round it off, we wanted to do our kind of how we feel, and this is ultimate co-production, I say, and I'm sure you guys agree, because we've written this poem together. We've done a line each, and this is how we felt about our experience of sharing and collaborating together and working together, and the lock-ins. So I'm going to read it out now. Respectful relationships are what we build. There is a space for professional experience and lived experience to work well in equal partnership. It can be everyone's improvement if we all work together on it. Together we stand for a better future. We'll all learn together to make this a better place, all inclusive for a healthier balance. Improved services could mean better quality of life. Why do we do it? Because we can. Sharing ideas, sharing values, sharing improvements, sharing life, thriving together. By working together, we can be greater than the sum of our parts. When we no longer fear the red or shun the lines designed to ban, we'll bridge the widest gaps. When, if only we could become as we can. And I think that's all of us together. Thank you.